You open your laptop, you type a question you'd never say out loud to another human being. Google answers in zero point 0.4 seconds. You don't pay a cent. You don't even blink. But somewhere in California, a company worth over $1 trillion is thrilled you just did that. Ever wonder why? Let's rewind to 1995. Two Stanford PhD students, Larry Page and Sergey Brin, meet, and by most accounts, they can't stand each other at first. Disagreed about nearly everything, which, weirdly, is how most great business partnerships start. A year later, they're building a search engine in their dorm rooms with the world's least inspiring name, BackRub. Yes, Google's original name was BackRub. Somebody, somewhere made the right call. By 1998, BackRub becomes Google, a pun on Google, the number 1 followed by 100 zeros, and the two of them set up shop in a garage in Menlo Park, a literal garage, the same starter kit as every Silicon Valley origin story, except this one ends with owning roughly 90% of the world's search traffic. Here's the problem, though. A genius search engine doesn't pay rent. For 2 straight years, Google was essentially the most useful charity on the internet. Free searches, no revenue, real bills. So in October of 2000, Google launches a little product called AdWords, self-serve. Businesses could bid to have their ad appear next to your search results. No salespeople, no gatekeepers, just an auction running quietly under every search bar on Earth. This is the moment the lights turn on. Fast forward, by 2004, Google goes public, raising $1.67 billion and instantly turning Page and Brin into billionaires. Fast forward again, in 2023 alone, Google pulled in over $226 billion from advertising. Let that number sit for a second. $226 billion from ads next to your search results, from ads under your YouTube videos, from ads quietly riding along in apps you didn't even know were Google's. So who's actually paying for your free searches? Not you. It's every business that's ever bid on the word plumber near me. It's every company that wants their shoes to show up before your ex's Instagram does. You're not the customer. You are famously, and a little uncomfortably, the product being delivered to them, wrapped up as audience, engagement, and user intent. And this is where it gets almost funny. The more specific and slightly unhinged your searches are, the more Google actually gets to know you. Is it normal to feel dizzy after 4 coffees? Tells advertisers a lot more about you than you'd like to admit. Google isn't reading your diary, it's reading your search bar, which, let's be honest, is basically the same thing. But here's the twist that should genuinely surprise you. Google Search itself isn't even Google's full empire anymore. Gmail is free. Maps is free. Photos, mostly free. Docs, free. Android, the operating system running on the majority of phones on this planet, free. Every single one of those free products exists to do one thing: keep you inside Google's world long enough to serve you an ad or hand your data to something that will. Free isn't generosity. Free is the business model. Which brings us to the real question nobody asks in the moment. When something feels like it costs nothing, what's actually being spent? Not your money, your attention, your habits, your 3 a.m. searches about whether your plant's dying. All of it, quietly, is worth more to Google than a subscription fee ever could be. So the next time you type a question into that little white box in 0.4 seconds flat, remember, somewhere an advertiser just paid real money for the privilege of standing next to your curiosity. Free was never actually free. You were not the one holding the receipt.